guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. Just trying out the projector during the daytime because I don't have enough juice off the solar to run my 12-volt TV. So pretty lame. So what I did was I got it hooked up to one of these power packs here, the green ones, and it's on one of those high-speed USB cables that I purposely bought for the projector. And then I just got it compressed down onto the wall there really small. But I will be back later at night and show this off on a full-scale wall, and then we should be good to go. But this is what I got to deal with for now because I'm just out of juice. There's no juice here for this, and the worst part is it's draining the power pack down quite quickly. It's drawing 1 amp or 1.10 amps, and the power pack was at 100%, and it is now at 89%, and it's only been on for like, I'm gonna say 15 minutes. So pretty wild. What I could do though is plug the projector into the solar here and see if I can run it off of that, because I don't know if the TV behind me is actually drawing more than 1 amp. It probably is. It's probably drawing 2 amps or so. But with this projector hooked up to it, maybe I can get away with it. So we'll try it out, see what happens. There it is. Alrighty guys, so what I did was I shut the projector off for now, and I got to put this battery pack still on charge, but I put it on top of my Android box. I'm going to turn the power back on to see if I can run it off the solar in the daytime. Hopefully all goes well on that. Definitely want to charge up this power pack though. See how we make out. So I'm going to click on the projector, see what happens here, and get that show back on that I was watching. Nice thing is the projector runs off USB thumb drives, the Android box does, the TV does, all that fun stuff, so that's good. I'll zoom back out, see if we can get the picture up on the wall there. Oops, that's the Android remote. That's not gonna work. There we go. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can get that show back on. And if I can angle it a little bit. There we go, movies. USB. Then I'll go back down to where I was. Then I got to fast forward to the part where I was at, and I'll bring the camera over, guys, and show you guys what it looks like on the wall here. And I think that's going to work out pretty decent, like so. Okay, so I'll bring you over. Now, just remember guys, this is the daytime, so at night it's obviously going to be a lot better. But that's not too bad. My bed's right here. So this is just a static video. It's more of like a podcast type of thing. So, but that is right next to the entranceway of the door. So that's not too bad at all. And at nighttime, obviously, it's going to be a lot better, right? And the audio on the projector is not that great, but I can always hook up my soundbar to the projector to get better audio, which is probably what I'm going to do. And so far, so good here, guys. 13.3, and it's holding its own. And that thing's plugged right in. I plugged it into the Android box plug, so this thing is actually drawing What is it drawing? Let's see. 5 volts, 1.17 amps right now, so that's not too bad. And we got 13.3, so it's actually holding its own. I can use this during these crappy winter days for entertainment. I'll shoot a better example once this video is done. I gotta put the camera on charge anyway, but I'll shoot a better example of an actual video, not just a static picture in a podcast running. So that's not too bad, guys. I like that. And then everything's kind of contained over in the same area. So hey, gotta love that. Alrighty guys, so I'm watching some Press for Truth now. This has actual video, and it's a pretty large screen compared to my 12 volter. And this little projector is actually holding its own off the grid on a cloudy day. So that is a good thing. I can get way more hours out of off the solar direct than off a little power pack, because it was draining the power pack pretty heavily there. Now I gotta turn the volume up on each particular video. It depends how they made it. Sometimes the audio is really crap. It's just the person filming and what kind of equipment they have, but that's the way it is. So I'm probably gonna skip this video because it's just a little podcasty thing, but we'll get into something cool. And yeah, 12.9, not too bad. At least I can have some entertainment through the projector, and I found a nice spot for it, so that works out okay. I'm probably gonna have to carefully mount it to the top of the Android box. That way it doesn't slip off anytime and break. We don't need any damage to my stuff. The fire's still going. I'm slowly heating the tiny house up from super cold by the wood stove, and it's only up to 46.3 Fahrenheit so far, guys. And in Celsius, that's 7.9. My outside meter has died, apparently. Oh, never mind. The channel keeps changing. The radio signal channel, I guess, keeps changing. It's 31.8 Fahrenheit outside at 83% humidity, or minus 0.1 Celsius. So it's fairly cold. December 22nd. And things would be warming up a lot sooner if I had my radiant heat thing going here, guys, but we got issues with that thing right now. I think I'm gonna have to put a T on either outlet. I think I mentioned that, the inlet and outlet. That way I can get rid of the air, because sometimes if it's just on one end, it's not gonna get anywhere. So it's kind of a lame situation. But anyway, the projector's working out awesome. I want to see what this looks like at nighttime, because the clarity will actually be way better. And the only downer is when that happens, I will have to obviously well, obviously it'll be running off the bigger battery system, because at 1 amp the power packs aren't going to last too long. Maybe an hour per pack, and that's pretty drastic. So we'll see what happens, and I'll get back to you guys.